Archery Talk. This is Lucas, and today I've got my first look, early review of the new Mathews Phase 4 29. There are actually two different versions of this bow from Mathews this year in the Phase 4 lineup. There's this Phase 4 29, which is 29-inch axle-to-axle, 6-inch brace height, and an IBO rated speed of 340 feet per second. And there's also the Phase 4 33, which is a 33-inch axle-to-axle, 6.5-inch brace height, and a 336 IBO rated speed. You see those two kind of names and numbers on paper, and they would look very similar to last year's V3X lineup, with also a 29 and a 33. This year, however, the Phase lineup has some interesting new technology, and I think what we need to start off with is their new resistance phase damping technology. That's a big, long string of words for you, but ultimately what it means is they've got now, instead of a 4-limb bow, it's an 8-limb bow, technically speaking. So there's 2 limbs on each side here, kind of fused around this kind of damping material in the middle, with the idea being that Mathews wanted to kill the vibration and noise at the source, which is at the limbs, and so that's what they've done. They've kind of put that damping material in there. According to Mathews, they're seeing results of 13% less noise and over 30% less vibration at the shot. I obviously can't measure that. I've shot plenty of Mathews bows in the last few years, and they've all been ridiculously quiet and been very easy and smooth and no vibration in the hand. This is no different. I did shoot this today though, and it's quieter. Like, I don't want to buy into the hype straight away. It's my first day shooting this bow. I literally just got this sent to me today and just got it set up. So I've only got maybe 60, 70 shots behind this bow so far. But it's quiet, man. I don't know. Again, this technology, this resistance phase damping technology is an interesting little innovation from Mathews. It's very cool. The limbs are kind of held together in the limb pockets and at the axles. Mathews says they've run tens of thousands of cycles on these things, and they're holding up just fine. This is a new bit of technology. They're not going to come to market when they don't think they're ready. And they clearly think they're ready now, and my goodness, is a difference maker. And again, Mathews was already as quiet as anybody and as vibration free as anybody, and they've upped the game a little bit now this year with this new resistance phase damping technology. Very cool. Also new this year on the Phase 4 lineup is an addition to the riser. Now, at first glance, the riser on this bow is identical to the riser on the V3X we shot last year until you get right towards the bottom, and then this opening here is a little shorter to make room for this new bridge lock stabilizer system. How cool is that? So this system basically works just like the bridge lock sight we saw from Mathews last year. They'll let you insert the sight inside the riser. So one, it's fully center mass. There's nothing getting in the way of quivers or anything if you want to have a super low profile quiver up there. The same could be said for the stabilizer. Now, stabilizers were always center because, as you can see from the regular stabilizer mounting right above there, you can use if you'd like. But the bridge lock system is cool because it lets you adjust the length of your stabilizer in half-inch increments. One click at a time. There's another half-inch. You tighten it down, and then you can micro-tune your stabilizer length. That's a system no one has ever thought, I've not seen before on any of these bows. It's a very cool innovation from Mathews, and they've come to market with 3 different stabilizer lengths for this bridge lock system: an 8-inch, which I have here, a 10, and a 12. I suspect there'll be more in the coming years. And yeah, they've used like an aluminum rod in here, and they have the 3D dampening in here, that all Mathews system, which pairs great with this new limb system, the resistance phase damping in here, to make this as quiet and vibration free as they possibly can. It's a great innovation. I will say it does come at a cost. These are not inexpensive. The 8-inch stabilizer is $250 is the MSRP, and then the 10 and the 12 are $260 and $270 respectively. That is a steep price to pay for a stabilizer, but it's new technology, is always going to cost, and so if you want to have that, that's what you're going to have to pay. You can still use regular stabilizer mounts, absolutely, are still on this bow, just like anything else. In fact, there's one in the front. There's even one off to the rear if you need it. Mathews also has a new V-bar mounting system. I don't have one of those on this bow to show you at the moment. Hopefully, I'll get one of those in a little bit later on. But it's a new mounting setup for that as well. I'm hoping to get one of those in later on so we can kind of put that through some testing for you. But all told, there's some cool new technology from Mathews this year, which I've come to expect from those guys. So I suppose you'd like to know how the bow shoots. Sorry it took me so long to get here. And the cams and the draw cycle feel like a Mathews draw cycle. It's just like what I've come to enjoy over the prior years. I maybe found last year's bow had maybe a touch more of a stiff draw than this one. This one feels a little light to me, but you know, maybe it's because I'm excited to shoot a brand new bow. You never know. Amps me up a little bit. And I did run this through the chronograph. So I've got this bow with 29.5-inch mods from Mathews, which I always order 29.5-inch, usually to get to 30 inches exactly. This time I'm coming up just a hair short. I'm at 29 7/8 inches, so just a hair under 30, so bear that in mind. And with the bow set to 70 pounds with a 350 grain arrow, I saw speeds of 327, 328, and 327 feet per second. So that's about, you know, let's say 12 feet under IBO, but again, remember the draw length is going to come in a little short. If you're using 30-inch mods on here, you're probably going to add another 5 feet a second to that one, so maybe that's going up to 332, 333, something like that. Pretty close to spec, closer than most brands get. So I'm happy to see that this year. And really, that's about it. The bow's shooting great. Again, I've only got maybe 60 or 70 shots in. I just got this bow today. And I'm trying to get this video out as soon as I can for you when the bow is launched and unveiled when you're seeing this on Tuesday morning. So I think that's it for now, Archery Talk. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like, share, and subscribe. It helps the channel an awful lot, and we'll see you again soon.